Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll explain what exactly blockchain as a service is and what it means, right? And why we need this blockchain as a service. Why just software as a service is not sufficient enough or infrastructure as a service is not sufficient enough. Why need this separately? Okay, so the blockchain licensing and delivery model in which the blockchain is licensed on a subscription basis. So you know that software is being earlier when the SaaS was not there, the software were licensed on a based on the perpetual licenses where the annual subscription fees has to be given by someone to the person who built the software. Right? It was either a annual license or a perpetual license where you own the software and you use it whatever you want, where you want, and you'll get keep getting the updates, right? But then comes the software as a service where software is being offered on a weekly bi-monthly or a monthly basis, sales, where you have to pay a small amount and then use the software on a pay as you go model where you can expand the capabilities of the software whenever you need. Suppose you need a one user or a 10 user or 1000 users, you have to just pay for that per user only, rather than using the entire software and download and install it on your house. And the whole software as a service, which is also known as a cloud service, is actually available on the cloud. So there is no download software available. So you go open your browser and access the entire software. So CRM are nothing but a SaaS, right? Any help desk software like Freshdesk and other kind of softwares are nothing but a SaaS. So then when the blockchain revolution happened, which is currently happening right now, we are actually in the part of the blockchain revolution. Then Microsoft has realized that people need to set up blockchain quickly for their internal development or for the corporate development, right? So they realize that, okay, then what if we offer the blockchain which is as a service for them and charge for the underlying infrastructure rather than the whole software, right? Since the Microsoft is using the open source software to set up everything, so what Microsoft is doing is just giving you a pre-compiled or configured softwares installed on the servers, which you can actually launch with just a click and then connect them with each other with just a few clicks again. So they'll be charging you on a monthly basis, right? And then they'll be only charging about the infrastructure, not on the software. Remember, blockchain as a service where the applications are nothing but the open source software. Remember, the blockchain has more power when it is open source and free, right? So in this blockchain as a service, the whole blockchain will be formed in the cloud with just a few clicks. Nodes count can be controlled by the user and it can be expanded or can be reduced at any time. The whole blockchain can be deployed with few clicks. I already explained you this, right? Then blockchain parameter can also be controlled by the server owner who has the SSH access to the server. So all is nothing but a additional layer on top of your infrastructure which is coming for free, right? And then is calling it a blockchain as a service, right? Many different type of blockchains can be set up with few clicks. There are different type of blockchain. One could be the Bitcoin kind of blockchain, then Ethereum kind of blockchain, then there is a the Immercoin kind of blockchain, then there is a multi-chain kind of blockchain. So every blockchain or it's nothing but a software, so different type of software has a different type of features. So that's is being offered to the by the Microsoft to the everyone who want to build the application on top of blockchain. Remember, you never want to invest your time in setting up the infrastructure, right? So if so you might be thinking why we need SaaS or why we need as infrastructure as a service, because you don't want to waste your time in maintaining the infrastructure. You want to focus on building your application, right? So that's what we need. That's what why we need actually a blockchain as a service. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Okay, so pricing. So again, pricing depends on the type of node you are launching. If you are launching the huge server or very powerful, computationally powerful server, you have to pay more. If you're just launching some micro server, very small size server, then you will be charging less. So ultimately, they are actually offering you the infrastructure with some extra software pre-compiled and installed. That's called a blockchain as a service. Next question is why Baas? So of course nobody wants to waste. I've already discussed this, but let's repeat it because it's a part of the slide, right? So nobody wants to waste their time in setting up blockchain based network. Everybody wants to focus on building the decentralized application rather than wasting time in figuring out how to set up the blockchain or the network, right? So Baas give you the quick method to set up the blockchain quickly, ready to deploy blockchain with less effort in less time. So that's all we need, right? We want to focus on work. We don't want to focus on some nonsense bullshit where it's just wasting our time. So that's why the blockchain as a service. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Let's continue understanding what is blockchain as a service by Microsoft. Thank you.